This is an ABC7 editorial with Steve Sabato.
Last week, the Florida House passed an immigration bill that would toughen the state's laws and align us more closely with so-called sanctuary policies being promoted by the Trump administration. The bill was co-sponsored by all 4 Republicans who represent Sarasota or Manatee counties. Among other things, the bill would require local law enforcement to do the work of the feds, specifically to hold people already in custody, even for something as minor as a speeding ticket, until Immigration and Customs Enforcement, better known as ICE, can determine if they're in the country illegally. There are a number of problems with this, including, first, the lack of probable cause. Second, a recent ruling by a federal judge in Dade County. And third, a warning from the Florida Sheriff's Association. And then there's the fact that our jails are already so full we don't have any room left. Don't get me wrong, I am not pro-sanctuary. I totally support federal and state legislation that levies fines and withholds grant funding to cities that openly defy federal immigration and customs laws. I am also a strong supporter of states' rights over a highly centralized federalist approach. But states' rights do not, pardon the pun, trump civil rights. Jim Crow in the 60s taught us that. Detaining people, except in rare cases for national security, simply because they look like foreigners is just plain unconstitutional. And be careful what you ask for, folks. Without the immigration of young tax-paying workers, our social welfare system, i.e. Medicare and Social Security, will collapse like an upside-down pyramid scheme faster than you can say Bernie Madoff. Let's hope when this bill arrives in the Senate, it either dies in committee or is amended in a way that does not turn Florida into a police state. Either that, or I guess we'll need to start building more jails. I'm Steve Sabato, and we'd like to hear from you.
The opinions expressed in this editorial do not necessarily reflect those of ABC7's owners or management. If you would like to comment, go to our website, www.mysuncoast.com, and click Community.